press. The press is hot. It's going down. Today, as you saw on Twitter, the news, whatever you watch, Brittney Griner was free today. She was swapped out. So, you know what I'm saying? That happened today. How do you feel about this situation and her being released? And you know, the whole situation, the swap, the who they swapped her for, like how do you feel about this situation?
Okay, before I say anything, I would just like to say I am happy that she is able to come home.
There you go.
To her family.
Facts.
You know, I would never wish prison, jail, any of that on anyone, no matter what they did, unless you killed someone or like really physically harmed someone, or you're a scammer. And I mean a real deal scammer. I don't believe
like
anybody should.
Vanessa,
Yeah, like I don't believe people should be in jail. So like, great for her. I'm happy she's not in there for 9 years, especially like over what it was. And I understand different countries have different laws. I get that. I would never try and play with other countries when it comes to drugs at all.
Facts.
I would never do that.
If you're a real stoner, you know how to move traveling.
Yeah, not happening. So I'm just, you know, I look at it as something like her charge is something that shouldn't have been that deep. And so I'm happy in my eyes that's something that I don't view as that deep that she was able to come home from. But I think the whole situation is just wild as shit. Only because why is she the golden child to get out? Yeah. There are probably millions of people across the world that are in prison for things that may be minor to Americans. And I mean, any country you could possibly think of, any continent you could possibly think of, there are probably millions of Americans that are locked up for a very long time. They've been locked up. They was locked up before her. Obviously they're going to be locked up after her. And what about them?
Yeah, you're right.
What about all the people in the U.S. prison system that in most
put up for a nickel bag?
In most states, weed is decriminalized. You know what I mean? It may not be completely legal, but at least decriminalized. Why are people still sitting for, you know, these long prison sentences for small amounts of weed? Now, I can see if you're moving weight. Okay, I get that. But people are in jail for much equal to what she is. Why aren't they free? Why? If Biden can sit up here and shake shit up with other countries and get people out and swap and all that, why can't they just let people out here? So that's my view on that. And then as regards to who they swap for, I think that's wild. And I know, like, first of all, America,
the most dangerous man in the world.
Like, and I get, like, America themselves, like, we're a war machine. Like, we put all of our money, we have the highest amount of money put into a military. So we're just as guilty, you know what I mean? We're not innocent as far as guns and weaponry and all of that. But that's the swap. And I don't know if, you know, viewers, anything, if y'all saw the video. TMZ put the video out of the actual swap happening.
It was on TV too.
Huh?
It was on TV too. They televised it. It was on TV.
See,
so,
of her.
I didn't know who was doing terrorist swaps on TV, but whatever. Whatever. And I said BG as a terrorist, but I didn't know we were doing prisoner swaps on TV. I thought that was like behind the scenes and you just pop out. You know what I'm saying?
Like, when ever in history has that happened? Like,
it's called the clout era. It's called the internet clout. It go back to what you said when you sent me that thing when they said they felt like she was the best American. And like I said, this right here, like I said, free all the guys that's doing time for stupid stuff. Thank God she's free. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, like you said, like, I don't wish jail on nobody, but at the end of the day, I still think you made a dumb decision. At the end of the day, no matter what
committed a crime
was, you still put yourself in the situation and then cried about it. You know what I'm saying? And they had everybody going with it because, like I said, at the end of the day, they were saying like it was a wrongful arrest or whatever. Like, bro,
that whole narrative.
So the narrative they was pushing with this was already clout driven. You know what I'm saying? Already,
it was a lie.
Beginning, because it's like, bro, like I said, you still did. At the end of the day, whatever you do, no matter what you do, you better do the good thing or you doing a bad thing. And either way, it can go good or bad. So you gotta be in the mail. Like, bruh, you know what I'm saying? It's your receipt in the mail. So, you know, us trading her for a terrorist, the most dangerous man in the world. You can look up this guy, Victor Bolt. Come on now, they made a movie. You know what I'm saying? Like, they made a movie. They made a movie by this guy called A Lord of War. Y'all can go look it up. Nicolas Cage was in it. I think what's his name? The duo Morbius was in it.
Jared Leto.
Jared Leto was in it. You know what I'm saying? It's really about him helping the Liberians overthrow the country. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. He was selling the people guns in Liberia to overthrow the country. That why they were in the Civil War. He was a part of that. He actually got arrested in 2008 in America trying to sell, wherever he was trying to sell guns to the Colombians to shoot down U.S. Marshals. Why is this man? What type of sense does that make? That y'all somebody that was actually plotting against our country. You know what I'm saying? Like, against our country. That's crazy. And hold on, before you get started right there, shout out to Torian.
I know.
Hey, next.
I want to talk about it, Torian.
Yeah. Your Tone was good. Lighters up, big lighters up. You dig what I'm saying? Big lighters up. You dig? Come on, bro. Like, everybody trying to everybody trying to see. Everybody trying to, sugarcoat it, whatever. This was a wild move, but at the end of the day, I don't care enough about either of them. But right is right, wrong is wrong. He literally, y'all let go somebody that actually does not like America. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's on record. He tried to get U.S. Marshals killed. Their lives aren't important. You feel what I'm saying? This is something. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I think this was like one of like my aha moments.
Or it was between her or a Russian spy, because they said that they're not going to let go of the other guy
because he's
a spy. I mean, Torian, why would they let go of a spy? Why would you let go of an arms dealer? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's both ways. It's literally both ways. It's literally both ways. Why would you let go of a spy, and why would you let go of arms dealer? Doesn't make sense. Yeah. I was on the phone about that. Same. Go ahead, let's.
So, like, I think, like, my biggest aha moment, or, like, my moment about it, like, in the grand scheme of life, like, this means nothing to me.
No,
her whole situation, but it is an interesting topic just because, like, okay, in that video the video that I guess where all these other news outlets let out too, they hugged that man.
Man, he did the joint like this, like
that was his bro.
What's up, bro? You home? Let's get it, bro. Right now, Victor Bolt is eating steak with Putin right now.
Cheersing. They got the shots going, the bottles popping.
He walked in the club like this, put that with on. Put that shit on. He's like, how did y'all finesse it? He probably like, how did y'all finesse this?
Because I think they said he had like another 6 years or whatever in prison. So I'm like, he like, bet I got out early. I'm about to get with the gang. I got a free flight home.
He only got 25 years for being the merchant of death. That should tell you right there the system that we live in. It's called the merchant of death. And he only had 25 years. Meanwhile, somebody look like me can have no evidence on their case and get 78. My brother's living it right now. You dig what I'm saying? So that's what I'm telling you. It's all it's all part of that little thing. And then look, she gets free. If you go to Obama's page, he posts a picture of the rainbow on the White House because today is like the day they did whatever they did. What a coinky dink. What a coinky dink. That's why I said they got everybody.
Theatrics, man.
PG home, bro. They really. That's why I said, bro. Like I said, you can do it. America is basically proving this. As long as what's it called? We can get some clout off of it. Maybe a little bit of money off of it. A little bit of attention to make you look good. Come on, man. They about to run for president. Sleepy trying to get back in the office. I ain't seen Kamala came out her hole for this event.
Yeah.
Came out her hole. So I ain't rocking with all the politics behind all this. You know what I'm saying? Because they definitely just superseded who she was status-wise.
Yeah. And I was going to bring up that video where Biden is literally said she's like the best
Pay that no mind, bro. Go on Obama page right now. Go on his page right now. That's what they celebrating today. And now they bringing Shorty home. Come on, dog.
But Biden called her like in other words, this is me paraphrasing when he said like the perfect example of like an American. And he literally he called it the best American. Okay, that's fine, whatever. But this is my thing that really irritated me. She is literally the epitome of everything that America hates. Like as a America.
So why are you faking on her?
Black.
Why are you faking on her?
A woman and gay. Those are all three bottoms of the totem pole. Like, let's be for real. Like, let's actually be for real. Didn't look like it until you pointed that out. And so that was like one of my things. And then my other like,
don't get twisted. We don't down black people on this platform. You feel me?
No, this is not a down of her. This is a down of the system.
But we're just being real of the game that's being played.
This actually has nothing to do with her.
All right, bad. All right, yeah. I just want to make that clear to everybody. Make it very clear. We do not bash nobody, but if you on some in the black community, if you on some wild rabbit stuff, we gonna call it out.
But that's the thing. Like, besides her having the vape, she did nothing wrong. She was not a part of the theatrics. She was in jail.
Right.
So she is none of this is her fault.
Crazy over her name.
Everybody else. It's the whole other country, the whole world, or the U.S. or whatever that is doing this. She didn't do anything for her, even her wife. Her theatrics. And I'm not saying you go to bat for your spouse or your significant other. I'm not even knocking her for that, but I'm like just the theatrics of like making her a victim.
I definitely agree. I definitely feel like they made her a victim, and that's unfortunate because like at the end of the day, it wasn't her. It was the surrounding factors around it. They really used that social media clout for that. And you know what I'm saying? Then y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like I guarantee you, and bruh, America must, like I said, it's either they trying to get voted again or we need guns. We need a plug. We like, bruh.
Let the plug out.
We need the plug. Man, that man about to be eating steak or whatever. But the end of the bird, just to wrap it up, man.
Wait, I have one more thing.
No, okay, go ahead, because I don't want to, keep on this too long.
This is just the last thing I wanted to say though. This is part of my like aha moment that they released this arms dealer to Russia. Russia is currently dominating Ukraine. Ukraine is the same country that the U.S. has sent billions of dollars to. What are y'all doing?
Why would you send a war criminal over there to go help so they can really get back in the speed of how things was? What you think he's coming home just to be home? You think he's not about to go back into the
They dapped that man up. They about to get active.
You think he lost his plugs? You think the merchant of death lost his plugs? You're a dummy. You're a dummy. He made too much money off guns. But y'all go watch Lord of War. I'm gonna show you Lord of War 2 so you can really see how wild Cuz really was. You know what I'm saying? What's it called? He gave guns to Africans to slaughter each other.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't, man, of course, bring BG home, but keep that dude locked up.
Right. Like they're not even comparable at all.
Keep him locked up, bro. Keep him locked up. We should have got a spy for a merchant. They wouldn't give us the spy, but they wanted the merchant of death. They don't even sound like a fair trade, bro. Like they said,
it wasn't a fair trade.
In NBA terms, everybody, we traded a shooter. We traded a center, a Shaq for a shooter. We had a shooter, and we traded for a Shaq for a Shaq. We had a Steph Curry, and we traded for Shaq with no other assets, just Shaq alone.
No, look, somebody said this is the only WNBA trade that anybody ever paid attention to.
Hey, the WNBA, and the thing is, she gonna go back to the WNBA, and the NBA, and they still ain't gonna get no money.
She's still gonna be making $50,000 a year.
Lost L, but we wish nothing but Brittney Griner the best to come home. I know she hit a J as soon as she got home.
You're wild.
I know she hit a J. I would have been like, that thing smoking. I'd been every inhale would have been every time I was over the jail, just
she blowing down,
man.